Good morning. Today is Wednesday, January 18th. It's about 5:30 in the morning. I'm about to go downstairs and do my new morning yoga routine. But before I get into that, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for your response to the video I posted yesterday. I was really nervous in posting it. I felt pretty vulnerable putting that whole story out there. And the response was just overwhelming. Everybody was so positive and just kind, and it was really a great feeling for me. So thank you so much. I got a lot of great feedback, but I did also get some questions that I'm going to try to do a follow-up video and answer today. Headed downstairs, going to do some morning yoga. I started that this year less as a workout and more of a way to be intentional with my mornings. I'm often late for things, and in the morning especially, I always have this like hectic, crazy morning. So I decided to take control of that and get up earlier and do some things that are constructive for myself. So let's get the day started. Okay, so I just finished my morning yoga practice. I follow Yoga with Adriene on YouTube. She is a great resource for beginner workouts for any specific yoga thing that you're looking for if you want to try this out. I just find that it really starts my day off on the right foot. I feel awake. I feel confident. I've set some intentions for the day. And now I'm ready to go and kind of have a really productive, meaningful, mindful day. And just another thing, you don't need like a home gym space to work out in your house or do yoga in or practice anything in your house. I always felt that like I couldn't do anything at home because I didn't have like a gym in my basement or something. I'm on the living room floor. It's a disaster in here, but there's just enough room for a yoga mat, so you can make it work anywhere. Hey guys! Alright, so I am ready for work, about to head off for the day. Just a reminder, if you're watching this in the morning, set your intentions, have a positive, productive, and intentional day. Think about decisions before you make them. Really think about how things are affecting your life and make good choices. This is slightly crazy lighting, but just leaving babysitting, sitting in the car because it's crazy traffic in this parking lot. And I said I would address some stuff, some questions that people had regarding my last video about the medical weight loss program and all of that stuff. One of my really good friends actually reached out and asked me a question, and I should have mentioned this. She said, is it a prescription drug or is it something you can get over the counter? It is completely a prescription drug. It's a very controlled substance. A medical doctor prescribes this to me. We have to meet. I see him once a month to go over the medication, the side effects, how my body's responding, how I'm feeling. I get weighed, blood pressure, temperature, all that stuff. It's not something you can just like manage on your own. I would never, ever recommend that you do something like this over the counter. I don't think that this is something that you can kind of mess around with. It's your body, and you don't want to mess up any hormones. You don't want to hurt your body. You don't want to throw your thyroid out of whack. You don't want to hurt your liver, whatever. You want a doctor who knows what they're talking about to tell you if this is something safe for you. Additionally, you actually have to qualify to use this medication. You can't just walk in and be like, hey, I'm uncomfortable with my body and where I'm at. Like, I want to lose 5 pounds. Can I have this thing? Like, no. To qualify, you had to have a high enough BMI. So basically, you had to be big enough. You, in some cases, also have to have a medical problem that goes along with your weight gain. So, like high cholesterol, diabetes, heartburn, something like that, that is a medical condition that's being caused by your weight. I'm just about to get to editing. There's one more thing that I just realized I should add into this, going along with the prescription, not prescription medication. I realized in the other video, I panned over some medications which probably like looked like the prescription, but it was not. So, straight up prescription. You need a doctor, 100%. The things I panned over are just daily vitamins that I take. Most importantly, women's multivitamin. I'm not going to share everything with you because my body and your body are different. Again, for the 100th time, ask your doctor. If you're low on something, you will need to take it. If you are not, the fruits and vegetables and micronutrients that you absorb throughout the day should be sufficient. But that's something that you and a physician can decide. But yeah, just wanted to clarify that the CVS bottles and corresponding pills were not the appetite suppressant, they were just literally vitamins. The moral of this story here, the moral of this whole video is just, you're you, I'm me, this person is who they are, this person is there. There are no two people who are exactly alike, and what works for me is not necessarily going to work for you, and what works for Bob is not going to work for Tom, and what works for Mary is not going to work for Sally. Part of being intentional with your life is getting to know yourself and figuring out what works for you. You gotta find a workout that you like, you have to find food that you like, you have to find a way of tracking it that you like. Maybe you don't track it, it's what works for you. Just, you figure it out. Like, get to know yourself, do a little soul searching. What do I like, what don't I like, what's worked for me in the past? If something didn't work, try something else. Obviously use the resources and the tips that are out there and available to you from your doctor, from trusted sources on the internet, from people that you know and respect, and take those sources and that information and put it together and come up with a plan for your life. I'm going to continue to share what has been working for me, more so in hopes that it will inspire you to figure out what works for you and give you some ideas along the way, but, you know, figure out what works for you. Alright, so with that being said, if you enjoyed this video, like it, comment, tell me what you thought, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you later.